The Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, HAMA, of 1956 defines adoption as the process of legally establishing a relationship between a child and a parent who is not their biological parent. The adopted child is permanently separated from their biological parents and becomes the lawful child of the adoptive parents. The adopted child has the same rights, responsibilities, and privileges as a biological child, including the ability to inherit. The HAMA applies to Hindus, including Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs, who follow any sect, such as Vaishnavas and Lingayats. It does not apply to Muslims, Christians, Parsis, or Jews. Here are some other important aspects of the HAMA. 1. Who can adopt? Only Hindus can adopt under the HAMA, and they must meet certain requirements. For example, a Hindu male must meet the requirements in Section 7 of the Act, and a Hindu female must meet the requirements in Section 8. 2. Adoption of a daughter. The HAMA allows the adoption of a daughter, unlike ancient Hindu law, which only allowed the adoption of sons. 3. Adoption by an unmarried woman. An unmarried woman can adopt even if she has an illegitimate child. 4. Maintenance. The HAMA guarantees maintenance for children from their parents until they are no longer minors. It also provides maintenance for parents and infirm daughters who are unable to maintain themselves. And 5. Adoption cannot be cancelled. Once an adoption is properly executed, it cannot be cancelled. The child also has no right to refuse adoption and return to their biological family. When a widow adopts a son in a joint family governed by Mitakshara law, the adopted son immediately acquires a coparcenary interest in the joint property. This is because the adoption is treated as if it happened on the date of the deceased husband's death, and the adopted child is considered to be the deceased husband's child. This is known as the Doctrine of Relation Back. Here are some other effects of a widow adopting a son in a Mitakshara coparcenary. 1. The adopted son's rights arise immediately upon adoption. 2. The adopted son can claim a share of the property as if he were alive when the adoptive father died. And 3. The adopted son can be a preferential heir, which means he can take property from his adoptive father and his adoptive mother. A Hindu coparcenary under Mitakshara law is made up of only males who have acquired an interest in the coparcenary property through birth or adoption. The coparceners jointly own the property, and each coparcener's interest can change. A coparcener can only claim a definite share of the property after a partition. In the law of adoption, the Doctrine of Relation Back means that when a widow adopts a child after her husband's death, the adopted child is legally considered to have been the husband's son from the date of his death, essentially giving the adopted child immediate coparcenary rights in the joint family property as if he had been born to the deceased husband. This effectively relates back the adoption to the date of the husband's death, not the date of the adoption itself. Key points about the Doctrine of Relation Back in adoption. 1. Widow's adoption. This principle primarily applies to situations where a Hindu widow adopts a child after her husband's death. 2. Coparcenary rights. By applying this doctrine, the adopted child automatically becomes a part of the joint family and inherits shares in the ancestral property as if he were a biological son. And 3. Limitations. While the adopted child gains rights from the date of the husband's death, any valid property transfers made by the widow before the adoption remain binding on the adopted child. Rationale behind the doctrine. Continuity of the family line. The doctrine is based on the idea of maintaining the continuity of the family lineage, ensuring that the deceased husband's property is not left without an heir. Preventing disruption of property rights. By relating the adoption back to the date of death, it avoids potential disputes regarding property ownership that could arise if the adopted child was considered to have only acquired rights from the date of adoption. Important considerations. Valid adoption process. The doctrine only applies if the adoption is legally carried out following the prescribed procedures. Interpretation by courts. Courts may interpret the application of the Doctrine of Relation Back based on the specific facts of a case and the applicable Hindu law.